We are with Sophie Cunningham. 6 years in Phoenix. You had a great 6 years there. Why was this the right time and the right place for you?
Man, I'm getting old. Don't say I've been in the league for 6 years. Woo!
That's hard to believe, actually.
I know. It flies by. But to be honest, I learned so much out in Phoenix. I was really blessed to have some really great teammates. You get to learn from the GOAT, Diana Taurasi.
The moment fans had been waiting for finally arrived. Sophie Cunningham stepped back onto the hardwood in a stunning return that lit up the WNBA. After weeks of grueling rehab and relentless questions surrounding her recovery, Cunningham suited up for the Phoenix Mercury's home game against the Dallas Wings. And she came out swinging. Coach Stephanie White confirmed just hours before tip-off that Sophie had been cleared for limited minutes. But what she did with those minutes shocked everyone. Not only did she bring her signature hustle and fire, she looked sharp, focused, and more determined than ever. From the first time she touched the ball, it was clear Sophie wasn't easing into anything. In her first offensive possession, she drained a catch-and-shoot three from the wing like she'd never left. Moments later, she drew a charge on defense, popping up and pumping her fists to the roar of the crowd. Sophie logged just under 8 minutes in the first half, but racked up 5 points, 2 rebounds, and a steal. More than the stats, though, it was her energy that shifted the game's tone. The Mercury bench was up every time she touched the ball, and even opposing players were clearly caught off guard by how sharp she looked. Stephanie White revealed after the game that Sophie's return had been planned in detail for over a week. "We didn't want to rush her," White said, but Sophie insisted she was ready, and the medical staff backed her. The plan was to play her in short bursts, no more than 4 minutes at a time, and avoid any high-risk lateral cuts. Still, Sophie proved she could handle more. She stayed in rhythm, communicated constantly on defense, and made smart, low-risk decisions that helped the Mercury maintain their lead. "She executed perfectly," White said. "She's a pro." Sophie Cunningham's final stat line for the game: 14 minutes played, 9 points, 3 rebounds, 1 steal, and a +6 efficiency rating. She shot 3 for 5 from the field, including 2 for 3 from deep. These numbers might not scream MVP, but for a player returning from a ligament sprain and bone bruising, this was beyond impressive. Analysts praised her poise, shot selection, and quick reads on both ends. WNBA commentator LaChina Robinson tweeted, "Sophie's back and making it look easy. Phoenix needed this." Her PER, player efficiency rating, in limited minutes actually outpaced 2 Mercury starters. That's the kind of impact you can't teach. In a post-game interview, Sophie Cunningham was all smiles but made it clear, "This wasn't just a comeback for me, it was for my team." She credited the training staff and Coach White for supporting her through a tough rehab process. "There were days I couldn't even stand, and now I'm back hooping. That's what matters," she said. When asked if she felt 100%, she paused before replying, "No, but I'm getting close, and I'm gonna keep showing up." Fans praised her honesty, and her comment quickly made the rounds online as a quote that captured her grit and mindset. Cunningham's return didn't just boost the scoreboard, it lit up the Mercury locker room. Diana Taurasi, always direct, said, "Sophie's our spark plug. Having her back? That's a game changer." Brittany Griner echoed the sentiment, saying, "She fights for every inch on the floor. That energy's contagious." Even Mercury rookie Charisma Osborne posted a clip of Sophie's three-pointer with the caption, "She's really him." The chemistry on this team feels different with Sophie in uniform.
Well,
I think first and foremost, we're going to be a deep team. We're very much like the Pacers in that we can play, 10 deep, maybe 11 deep, depending upon the matchup. So we're going to be deep, and we're going to use our bench. We've got to find, as coaches, what the right combinations are.
She communicates constantly, brings defensive accountability, and isn't afraid to go nose-to-nose with anyone on the floor. That's the kind of leadership you can't replace. As soon as Sophie checked into the game, WNBA Twitter lit up. The hashtag #SophieStrong started trending within the first quarter, with fans, analysts, and even rival players showing love. Caitlin Clark tweeted a fire emoji and "Let's go, Soph!" ESPN posted a highlight reel of her key plays titled "The Comeback Queen." Fan accounts flooded Instagram with reaction videos, memes, and side-by-side clips of her injury versus her return. It was a viral moment in real time, and one that proves the league is paying attention to every step of Sophie's journey. She didn't just return, she made noise. While the return was inspiring, let's break it down honestly. Is Sophie Cunningham back to her pre-injury form? Physically, not quite. You could see she wasn't pushing off her right foot as explosively and avoided driving hard into traffic. But in terms of impact, absolutely. Her shot mechanics looked clean, her reads were fast, and she picked her defensive matchups wisely. She's clearly playing smart basketball while pacing her recovery. If this is what she looks like at 80 to 85%, then Mercury fans should be ecstatic. Once she fully regains her bounce and conditioning, she'll be back to being one of the toughest two-way wings in the league. The return of Sophie Cunningham doesn't just boost morale, it changes the entire trajectory of Phoenix's season. With her back in the rotation, Stephanie White has flexibility again. Sophie can play the 2, 3, or small ball 4. She can guard multiple positions and help relieve pressure off Taurasi and Griner. Most importantly, she's a leader who keeps the team locked in. If the Mercury can stay healthy and build chemistry around Sophie's energy and versatility, they have a real shot at making a late-season push. White said it best, "With Sophie back, we're dangerous again." Sophie Cunningham's return isn't just a boost for the Mercury. It matters for the entire WNBA. In a league where personalities are starting to shine brighter and rivalries are heating up, Sophie plays a unique role. She's vocal, physical, and unapologetically competitive. Her presence fuels matchups, creates drama, and drives headlines. With younger stars like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese bringing more media attention to the league, veterans like Sophie help maintain the intensity and continuity of WNBA storytelling. Her comeback adds to a larger narrative of resilience, grit, and passion that fans love.
Hey, at the end of the day, this is an entertainment business. I know a lot of people pay a lot of money to come and watch us play, and so we want them to have fun. And at the end of the day, I work my tail off in the off season, and now this is my fun. I want to go out there, I want to smile, I want to laugh, I want to get the crowd involved, and that's just who I am. I'm an energy player, and at the end of the day, I'm going to do what other team needs. But when you get this building popping, it's really hard to play here.
She's not just a role player, she's a key character in this new WNBA era. Sophie Cunningham's return is the start of something bigger. It's a comeback story in progress, not just for her body, but for her entire team. From injury to impact, from silence to celebration, Sophie proved that toughness isn't just about how hard you play. It's about how you bounce back. Coach White believes in her. Her teammates rally around her. And the fans? They're louder than ever. So what's next? A full ramp-up in minutes? Maybe a return to the starting lineup? And most definitely, more viral moments. Because when Sophie's on the court, you can't take your eyes off her. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.